Good morning, students. Welcome to online learning class. Today we are going to learn about village panchayat and the various steps for the improvement of village panchayat. Let's start. Almost every village in our country has a panchayat. Its members are called panches. The head of the panches is called the pradhan or the sarpanch. The village panchayat is an elected body. All the panches are elected by the villagers. Those who are 18 years or above can cast their vote. Each village panchayat has at least one woman member. After the election, the panches sit together and elect their pradhan or sarpanch. See, a Gram Panchayat consists of between 7 and 17 members elected from the ward of the village, and they are called a Panch. People of the village select a Panch with 1/3 of seats reserved for female candidates. Panchayats have been the backbone of the Indian village since the beginning of the recorded history. Gandhiji's dream of every village being a republic or panchayats having powers has been translated into reality with the introduction of three-tiers panchayat. Enlist people's participation in rural reconstructions. 24th April in 1993 was a landmark day in the history of Panchayati Raj in India. As on this day, the Constitution 73rd Amendment Act 1992 came into force to provide constitutional status to the Panchayati Raj institution to provide three-tier system of Panchayati Raj for all states having population of over 20 lakh to hold Panchayat elections regularly for every 5 years, to provide reservation of seats for SC, ST and women not less than 33%, to appoint a state finance commission, to make recommendation regarding financial powers of the panchayat, to constitute district planning committees to prepare draft development plan for the district as a whole. According to the constitution, panchayats shall be given powers and authority to function as institutions of self-government. The powers and responsibilities to be delegated to panchayats at the appropriate level are preparation of plan for economic development and social justice, implementation of a scheme for economic development and social justice in relation to 29 subjects given in the 11th schedule of the Constitution. The 73rd Amendment Act gives constitutional status to the Gram Sabha. The provision of Panchayat extension to the scheduled areas. Act 1996 extends panchayats to the tribal area of 8 states, namely Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha and Rajasthan. This has come into force on 24th December 1990. Except Rajasthan and Bihar, all states have passed law to give effect to the provision contained in the Act 40 of 1996. Under the Act, Gram Sabha has been vested with powers for ownership of minor forest produce, approval of development plan, selection of beneficiaries under various programs, consultation on land acquisition, manage minor water bodies, control mineral leases, regulate, prohibit sale of intoxicants, preventing alienation of land, and restoring unlawfully alienated land, managing village market, controlling money lending, and controlling institution functionaries in all social sectors. The ministry extends limited financial assistance to the states to drown and create awareness among the elected members of panchayat and functionaries. The ministry has been providing financial assistance through the Council of Advancement of People's Action and Rural Technology to the non-governmental organization for conducting training and awareness generation programs on Panchayati Raj. The ministry also commissions research and evaluation study related to Panchayati Raj from voluntary organization institution. Now see, the village panchayat look after the needs of the villagers. It takes various steps for the improvement of the village. Some of these are, see, the first point, settling disputes among villagers. See, there were formal and informal means for the settlement of disputes within the village communities of 9th century Eastern Brittany, although both depended essentially on local knowledge of local history and on confidence in the good faith of those with the knowledge. Reference was not made to written law, nor sets of customs, nor principles. The answer to all problems was seen to lie in the past, and all problems were assumed to have an answer, where the procedure was formal and the meeting presided over by some official precedents do not appear to have determined the outcome. Judgment was made and due settlement assessed by panels of suitable local men. Peasant communities became involved in the disputes of high politics through the property interest of more substantial land owners. In these cases, the means of arriving at a judgment and the procedure of expressing it often differed. Though local knowledge might be cited, cases were usually heard by the ruler, who then both judged and determined the due settlement. Sometimes this appears to have been done for obvious political purpose. See the second point, arranging for clean drinking water. Drinking water, also known as potable water, is water that is safe to drink or to use for food preparation. The amount of drinking water required to maintain good health varies and depends on physical activity level, age, health related issues, and environmental conditions. A safe water supply is the backbone of a healthy economy, yet is usually under prioritized globally. It is estimated that waterborne diseases have an economic burden of approximately 600 million a year in India. This is especially true for drought and flood prone area, which affected a third of the nation in the past couples of years. It is very important to arrange clean drinking water for village people. Now see the third point, arranging for cleanliness of the village. Every village panchayat shall make adequate arrangements for the regular sweeping and cleaning of the roads and removal of sweeping there from the daily removal of the filth and the carcasses of animals from private premises, removal and burial of unclaimed dead bodies under intimation to the police, the removal of solid waste, the daily removal of rubbish from dustbins and private premises, and with this object it shall provide depots, receptacles, and places for the deposit of filth, rubbish, and the carcasses of animals, covered vehicles, and vessels for the removal of filth, vehicles or other suitable means for the removal of rubbish, and dustbins, receptacles, and places for the temporary deposit of domestic waste, dust, ashes, refuse, offensive matter, trade refuse, institutional. Now, see the fourth point, running schools for the village children and making arrangements for adult education. See, education plays a major role in various aspects of development such as employment, health, sanitation, hygienic, and alleviating poverty. Acquiring new skills for better employment is also depend on it. India enacted the Right of Children to Free and Compulsory Education Act or Right to Education Act, an act of the Parliament of India upholding the importance of free and compulsory education for children between 6 and 14 in India under Article 21A of the Indian Constitution. However, educations, especially primary educations, need more attention. Now see, construction and repair of village streets and roads, arranging dispensary for the treatment of the sick, arranging for the lighting of village streets and roads. The sarpanch or elected head has the responsibility of village maintaining street lights, construction and repair work of roads in villages, and also the village markets, fair, collections of tax, festivals and celebrations. The functions of Gram Panchayat are supply of water for domestic use, construction and repairs to public roads, drains, small irrigation, maintaining sanitation and public health, constructing, repairing and maintaining public buildings, grazing lands, forest. Public wells and tanks in good conditions, lighting on roads and public places, controlling fairs, bazaars, controlling and maintaining village cemetery ground, taking part in agriculture development, maintaining a library and opening elementary school, planting and preservation of trees on the sides of the public roads in the village. Health not only prevents individuals from working but also drains resources due to medical expenses, hospital expenses, bystanders' time, and loss of employment. Maintaining and ensuring health of our citizens will ensure the success of all the programs of the Gram Panchayat and will yield long-term dividends. Of course, the village panchayat needs money to do all these things. It gets money through taxes on fairs, shops, and houses. It gets some money from the state government also. The main source of income of the Gram Panchayat is the property tax levied on buildings and open spaces within the village. Other sources of income include professional tax, taxes on pilgrimage, animal trade, grant received from the state government in proportion of land revenue, and grants received from the District Council of India. That's all for today. Thank you, students.